Guys, Evie here again. I wanted to give my thoughts on one of my personal prefabs that I currently love versus the new prefab that was in the scoreboard if you get to level 100. I kind of wanted to give my kind of thoughts and feelings on them. I know it's probably like, who cares? But like, personally, if you were going to spend atoms, I'd like to think that the other prefab currently is worth spending atoms versus getting this other prefab. I mean, I could be wrong, and there are things I do like about the new prefab. It's just not quite what I was hoping for the size. And I was really hoping that this would have been as great as this one. I personally love this one so much. And I will give you the tour of why. Personally, I think the Woodland Retreat is by far the best prefab. I use it for a lot things. I love the front porch here. You can use the attic and everything like that. And for those of you who don't have it, this is usually in a bundle, but most of the time you can get it by yourself. And I think it's like, don't quote me, but like 700 plus atoms. Maybe it's 500, depending on if you can get a sale. But like, there's a little closet here in this nice entryway. Then there's this other entryway you can use as a front door. Another little area. Then you go upstairs. You've got these other bedrooms up here. And that's a thing. I love having bedrooms. I love being able to give my dogs, my pets, whatever. I usually use this one as a bathroom. But they're decently sized bedrooms, all of these. And then there's the other story up here as well that has a nice, cute little balcony out here so you can look out and spit at the peasants below. Yeah, you got another bedroom. I do love I put plushies usually along these. I love it so much. Yeah, no, I wish they would make more prefabs like this because this has been one of my, like, I do unfortunately use it a lot if I'm not in the mood to build a house. But it's like I can decorate the attic. Like, I very much love this prefab. I really don't think I can say anything negative about it. Like, and then the one we get in the scoreboard here, I do like the wide open porch here. It goes, side to side. I love that. I love that I can put, one of the fireplaces in here. I tried to make this like an under the stairs washer dryer section. It's kind of working. I'm messing with this to try and make a cool house build, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to pull off. But again, I'm not the best at building and whatnot. And then there's a cute little front porch with big stairs and everything. Get up there. And then it just wraps around. I don't like these tiny little nothing porches because the Snowy Christmas prefab one had a lot of these narrow, tiny ass deck parts. And I'm like, okay, Anyway, you go upstairs. Nice wide living room or whatever you want to make it into. Goes back over to another fireplace area. But then you go on up again. Another big ass wide area with another fireplace. So, I mean, this could potentially be a master bedroom, but I like doors. I like privacy. So, but this does have a nice balcony for, like, let's say this is your master bedroom. I very much like the size of the balcony out here. But I did have problems with the fireplace and everything. Nice attic, though. I do like the attic size of here, and there's no, like, weird little spots or nothing. I just thought if I did use this, I'd have like a bunch of storage, like boxes, weird stuff back there, you know, or whatever. So yeah, I like this prefab, but I don't know really. I might try and make it into a Christmas camp just because of how many little fireplaces and how much trees and presents and dumb crap like that I could do. I like it better as an idea for a Christmas house than the actually snowy one I have. I don't like that prefab. It really irks me. But one thing I have noticed about this, unless they fixed this since fire. There we go. Is like this one doesn't want to go in unless you know you make it work. Which I like that it will fit though. Like, don't get me wrong on that. Oh, back the fire. But I was kind of hoping that this one would just like auto snap like it does in the other fireplaces. But it's okay. I was usually just putting this one in here anyway. But I also don't know if I would rather just have like coals sitting back. You know what? We have that fireplace. We can just decide what do we like better. What if we put like, oh God, that's fire. Because I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to work. Hold on. Brain's thinking, I need. No. I forget where they move shit. There it is. Okay. Because this was another thought I had. Bring it here. There. That was kind of an idea I had too. I would probably do the smaller fire next time, but I kind of did like that idea. It's like, you know, the creativity juices, let them flow. Well, that's a big fire. Evie started the fire. But, no. Anyway, like, those are my personal thoughts. I don't know if this was helpful or not for anybody that's looking for prefabs. I have a lot of prefabs, unfortunately. Wrong one. I'll get this eventually. Have all these ones. And for those of you who are curious about like the Christmas one that I'm talking about, I'm in the wrong one. It's this one. I need to hold on. Oops. Fuck you, trees. This is not gonna fit where I want it. Oh, hey, I could put it right here. There. Okay. Redo that. There. Okay, and for the ones of you that were curious about like the Christmassy snowy one that I'm kind of irked about, it's this one. I was so happy when I first saw it, like the images and stuff, because like snow, the icicles and shit. I'm like, oh, this would be great for Christmas. This is my biggest irk. I mean, I could stick a snowman there. It's like, that's fine, you know? Going around here, it's just why? It's just useless space where you could have made the wall, you know, go all. Yeah. And then in here, This room's not too bad, honestly. You have to be careful because sometimes shit will go through this wall. Going upstairs, again, a nice room. I like to stick the Christmas tree here. But again, I don't know. This just wasn't what I was expecting. I guess too, mainly because the fact the bedrooms are so tiny. These are just so tiny. It's just not. And actually, what the biggest irk really is this. What the fuck are these tiny ass hallways? What the fuck is this? I mean, it wasn't too bad. I don't know if you guys are lucky enough. I am Bethesda's whore, so I have a lot of shit. But for me, these trees worked pretty well in there. And you do see them from the bottom, but other than that, I have no fucking idea why, you know? But so those are my 2 cents. Personally, I wouldn't waste the atoms on this one. I wouldn't waste the tickets on the new one. It's okay. It's just lacking in certain things for me. I like the size, I like that kind of shit, but I, I don't like how, I guess, the open floor. I like bedrooms. I like to be able to make a kitchen, laundry room, that kind of stuff. And again, this house is okay. It's just not this house. I love this house. I've been cheeky sometimes, and I've made my own, like, recording studio in there. All right. The prefab for the Woodland Retreat is 700 atoms individually. And you can usually get it in a bundle for 1,800 atoms. So that's on that one. So if you can get this one, I couldn't recommend it more, honestly. For the winter retreat, it doesn't look like there's any type of bundles yet, but the actual prefab itself is also a 700 atoms. I regret giving them 700 atoms for this prefab myself. Unless it looked like a good tour for you and you're like, hey, wait, maybe, by all means, feel free to try it. I don't recommend. I mean, I'm glad with this one, it's in the scoreboard, so it's technically free, I guess, I'm not going to totally complain about a free item, but I'm not sure how to use it yet. If I want to make it a Christmas house or maybe turn it into a Halloween house, because it's been so wide and open, there are ways I could probably make it work. Hopefully this video was entertaining and insightful, and hopefully was helpful for anybody struggling on prefabs, what to spend your atoms on if you have them, or anything like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye. And if you guys want to see any house builds or have any suggestions on house builds, leave them in the comments below. Greatly appreciate it. And again, see you guys later. Bye. For real this time. Bye.